Namaste, good evening, and welcome. My name is Ashok Gurung. On behalf of the Gurung Society and the New School, I would like to thank everyone for coming out to this important benefit concert for Nepal. In times like these, it is critically important for us to come together as a community with family and friends. We have just witnessed a tragedy in Nepal of epic proportions. I don't have to tell most of you what has happened and what it is like for people in Nepal right now. You have been on the phone with your family and friends. You have heard firsthand what they are going through, or you simply seen images on TV that have broken your heart. We come together tonight as a community of Nepalis and New Yorkers to try to make sense of what has happened and to show each other how heartbroken we are at the loss of life and the destruction of our villages, our cultural monuments, and physical reminders of our common heritage. We come together tonight to grieve these profound losses and shed tears for what has happened, what is gone, and the thousands of lives forever altered. I can't believe the images we're seeing, the voices I'm hearing. I can't believe our people are sleeping in the streets and public squares of Kathmandu, afraid to go back to their homes, shaken by the continual tremors felt throughout the region or forced to seek shelter in the fields when their villages have been flattened. We are a long way from home and need to find comfort and strength in each other's company. And we have to face the sad reality that this is an earthquake where rural Nepal, where poorer citizens, where those who have been marginalized from the national mainstream have suffered the most. Many of those most impacted by this tragedy have not had equal participation in the political and economic life of the nation, nor have they enjoyed its benefits. Structural inequity of ours has left us less prepared for disasters like this and undoubtedly has contributed to the needless deaths and unspeakable sufferings of thousands of our fellow Nepalis. This experience has taught us that it is not just earthquakes that kill. Poorly constructed buildings and huts kill. Poverty kills. And an unequal society where all citizens do not have access to basic tools to remain secure kills. No matter what we have faced, Nepalis always find a way to reach out and help those around them, even if we ourselves are the ones in need. We have seen countless examples of this in the past 3 weeks. Local community leaders have emerged. Volunteer-based groups have been in the front line of providing relief materials. There is unprecedented social solidarity. It is that deep spirit of generosity that gives me hope for the future of Nepal and helps maintain a sense of community even when our loved ones are thousands of miles away from. Take a moment and look around you. This is the power of our community, Hamro Nepal. Our music, our art, our people, our community. All of you are here, Nepalis and New Yorkers, to help however you can. If you need to trust in something, trust in the community gathered here. We all want to see a higher future for Nepal. As we begin to heal from this great trauma, I trust that we as a people will rise to the occasion to once and for all banish the inequities that linger from the bygone era that are so harmful to some while not truly serving anyone's interest. I trust that we will find the courage and commitment to rebalance our relationship with nature in the Himalayan region, one of the world's most important and complex ecosystems. And I trust that we will view the trade-offs inherent in the difficult decisions that lie ahead through the lens of ecological, social, and economic justice that ensures that rebuilding process is fair and transparent. But the reality is that these are very, very challenging times for us Nepalis. We will need to put our heads and hearts together like never before. We need creative thinking and leadership with integrity and vision. We need our transnational friendships and alliances to support us now more than ever. We need your generous financial support to not only rebuild our demolished physical infrastructures, but to invest in the future Nepal with a democratic and inclusive social and political framework that advances the interest of all people throughout the country. Nepal needs to remain focused on relief and reconstruction. Nepal also needs to wrap up its prolonged political transition. It needs to institutionalize a federal, democratic, secular, republican constitution. And then it needs to hold state and local elections to have grassroots political structures. Thank you for your solidarity and generous support. Every penny raised in this campaign will go directly towards sustainable rebuilding in the rural communities most impacted by the devastation of the earthquake without any administrative expense. And we will work with people on the ground in these communities to build towards the Nepal we all want for each other. This event has been carefully curated to pay homage to those who have died, to those who have lost their loved ones, to those who are suffering. But it is also a tribute to the human spirit and our collective strength. We also see this as an opportunity to renew friendships, to find new allies, and as the beginning of a conversation. We have to be in this for the long haul, and I hope we continue in this common quest for rebuilding a new, more equitable and safe Nepal. We have a saying in New York that once you step off the aeroplane, you are a New Yorker. I think the same applies to Nepal. Tonight, everyone gathered here, we are all Nepalis. To conclude, I want to thank everyone that came together last minute to make this event possible. All the amazing volunteers and friends. There are too many to name, but you know who you are. Thanks also to all of you for coming to the new school for this Hamro Nepal International Benefit Concert and for your support in this time of crisis.